I think. Hmm. What you like?
And nothing.
Hey, hey, welcome to the bite zone. Neon dreams and pixels you call home. Ghosts and quests, MMOs to go. RPG hearts in a retro glow. It's retro proper bites next time. Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy. And fantasy. And fantasy. Hey, hey, welcome to the bite zone. Neon dreams and pixels you call home. Ghosts and quests, MMOs to go. RPG hearts in a retro glow. It's retro proper bites next time. Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy. And fantasy. Lights go low, good vibes climb. Grab your gear, press start with me. Let's game through mystery and fantasy. And fantasy. And fantasy.
It started.
There's a PA speaker on the wall. The podium. Partridge's throne. A projection screen dominates the front of the hall.
Are you a student? No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
I want to show him.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
Great. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Probably wants to for his copy.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating baby. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the Veve represents something, a loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
We're at... Show him. Hmm.
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph. Except for the corpse, of course. But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia. Reminded me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks.
So we got 32. No, you're not.
Your lecture was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
You must travel a lot.
Yes, to Africa, mainly.
I suppose having all this voodoo stuff sitting around doesn't make you nervous at all.
It's voodoo stuff, and no. Why should it?
I'm very interested in voodoo myself right now.
How nice for you.
Hey, you've got quite a collection of goodies here.
My travels have been rewarding, yes.
Your lecture was terrific.
Alright.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies. I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
Fine. There have been several articles written about me, Mr. Knight, as well as blurbs on my book jackets. If you want a biography, read.
I'd really like...
There have been several...
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
This live event is over. Chat is no longer available.
I didn't.
Okay. Oh, because that live event for that one was over?
Yeah, you gotta reload it. And you,
No, you don't. I didn't have to reload it. Yeah, and I see it right here. See right here? All I had to do was pop out the chat.
What's it?
I didn't have to reload it.
Pop up.
Tell me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends. Can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from the darker, bloodier Loa.
Have you ever heard...
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
Can you give me an example of black voodoo?
All right. There is a very secret, very dark cult in Haiti called the Cult de Mort, Cult of the Dead. Their primary law is Papa Nebo, Loa of the Cemetery. They practice a particularly disgusting form of necromancy, magic using the dead. They dig up corpses and use their decaying bodies for various spells and curses.
Can you give me a...
In tribal Africa there were, and still are, black bokors, shamans bent towards the dark, who not only practice necromancy, but also human sacrifice.
Is there anything...
Only that if it's being practiced in this city, none of us are safe.
Is there any...
Only that if it's...
Can you tell me anything about that Veve I showed you?
I told you I would research it, Mr. Knight. When I have anything concrete, I'll let you know.
Can you
I told...
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Do you know any...
I'm not in the habit of
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Do you know any...
I'm not in the habit of...
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Cabri sans Coeur? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, wolves, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
I figured that, but that's what it meant.
What was that translation for Cabri?
I'm not in the...
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm not in the...
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Do you know anything...
I'm not a
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
What else can you tell me about...
The Catholic Church has always dominated in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
What else?
If there's more you wish to know, perhaps you should read my books.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the papers until you showed me that Veve. I wasn't interested before, but now... Yes, I'd like to figure out where these people come from, and what they're up to. They are obviously some very frightening and deadly serious voodoo.
What do you know about...
I'm hoping you'll tell me more about it.
What do you... What can you tell me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
He has nightmares now. I don't think so.
What can you...
You already sat through.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's what the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of blowers, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as...
They're talking about a chicken, not like...
Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort would be ordered, or that the Loa would simply take it for themselves.
Give it. No joking. Nothing about no one behind that, behind the scenes. Right?
No.
No way that we say.
I'm sure they did a lot of joking. I mean, Mark Hamill, Tim Curry, Jim Cumming, all those, like, known actors. Behind the scenes, they did a lot of joking. I'm sure they had to do a lot of takes behind the scenes. What? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm not doing anymore. Gatorade on now. Got a minute and 12 left. Yeah, I think they're just... Welcome back, guys.
Tell me more.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
Of course, you do.
Tell me.
I wouldn't.
Alright, so we're gonna exit. And we're gonna get out of his,
Gabriel.
doesn't want... Okay, we'll leave then. I don't know.
Okay, thanks.
Goodbye.
But we want to go... Getty Estate. We definitely don't want to go there. Where? Oh, Cathedral. Let's go there. And we need to disguise for the next person we're talking to.
That doesn't work that way.
I can't resist black.
Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a long robe. Gabriel does not need any wax candles. Gabriel Gabriel does. The crucifix might come in handy. But Gabriel does not feel guilt-free enough to wield it. Nothing on that shelf interests Gabriel.
You've already got me, you lucky devil.
Oh my gosh, you're funny.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
We should be at 135. We've got much more to get to here. Now we need to exit. Use this to get out.
Gabriel cannot go in there. That's the priest part of the confessionals.
Can we just leave then? Thank you. Can we just exit or no? Have to. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? Where is her residency? No. Oh, there it is. Oh. We got a priest up here.
Alright, but this is private.
Alright, well hurry up, Mr. Private. Oh, you just pulled off so well, sir.
This is the last page.
I know it is, thank you.
The things I do for my art.
Oh my god. Where's the collar at anyway? Is it part of the shirt? Wait. Where? I just picked up that collar. Am I losing my mind? I swear I picked that collar up.
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambler.
Am I... I would tap it. Okay. I swear I picked it up though. Okay, something's not right.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
I swear I picked it up before we left. I don't understand. Yeah, something's wrong. Something's not right.
There's an...
I swear I picked it up. Like, what did you do with it?
One collar's plenty.
Where? Okay, where's it?
Nothing on that.
Okay, where is it then? Am I losing my mind? Or oh, he probably attached it to it. I didn't even see.
Gabriel is carrying a priest.
And I don't need to do that, do I? No, I don't. He's going pretty fast for a reason.
The artist is an able draftsman, but
Thanks again for that pattern.
No problem.
Get out of here. Okay, so the collar's part of the shirt. So yeah, let's go back. Okay, Mama Madame Kanuski's house? Okay, no, don't delete that number because I still want to call that number. Okay, so we want to use... No, I don't want to pick that up.
Alright, but this is...
Yeah, private. Put your hair gel in, buddy.
the things I do.
The knocker is firmly at...
Doing alright. How you doing? And you're welcome.
Yes. Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for
Oh,
you?
nice. What game are you planning? So what do we do? Let's save before... I don't want to mess this up just in case I do. So it says I need the clay as my inventory item.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and evening.
Ace. Oh, okay. Assassin's
Have you
Creed
been attending
Shadows.
Mass regularly,
Yeah, my
my
boyfriend
child?
needs to
Oh,
stream
yes, Father.
Assassin's
I
Creed
attend Mass
games.
every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, madame. It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather...
It's...
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Tell me about...
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
Tell me... Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Have you...
No, Father.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Oh, yes, Father. It is the wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
Tell me more.
I already told you, Black
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know...
No,
Do you know anything about animal masks?
no, Father.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Oh, her? I could tell you about her. Voodoo Queen. Ha! My great-grandmother was an acolyte
Oh,
of
me
Marie
too.
Laveau.
I totally
She
understand
knew
that.
the truth about her.
Tell me more about Marie Laveau.
No, I won't say anything more. Not to you, Father. I'm sure you mean well, but you are an outsider.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
N'est-ce pas?
It means goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
That Cabri-Sankar thing.
Do not continue to tease me, father. You know what it means as well as I.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
What can...
I don't think I should.
Do you know anything about snakes?
So what are you planning to do
Snakes.
next?
They're evil
You don't know how long the
creatures.
rest of
Did you know that
Assassin's
evil
Creed
people
Shadows
can
is?
send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
you don't sleep? Jeez.
Do you know anything?
It would be bad luck to talk about that anymore.
Well, yeah, I use a walkthrough for everything.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Especially with streaming, so I know
The
how long
only
a game
true
is gonna be
Orleanians are
before
French
doing a
origin,
next
you know.
stream.
My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans.
Oh,
They
real,
came here from France.
real
The
RPG
Creole
game.
society used to be so
I like
gay
RPG
in
games, though.
Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
What can you tell me about?
You know, I can stroll the streets of the French Quarter and see in my mind's eye the way it used to be. It was wonderful in the old days.
Oh, really? They just kind of sat on it, I
What
guess.
can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans isn't what it used to be, I can tell you. There's too few of the real people left.
What can you...
New Orleans isn't what...
So it said don't ask her about that, but we'll ask her about human sacrifice.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Can you tell me anything else?
What is there to tell? They cut your heart out.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Lavaux was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfort. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavaux, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Is there any...
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin. Well, they are all brides of Satan.
Nothing cute.
Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Is there any...
Well,
Can you...
what is there?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too
Yeah, I wanna
dangerous
try to do some
They
RPG
can
games
get
on
you
this channel.
anywhere, you know.
But
Even here in this room.
I know when I
But
did it in the
try
past, there
not to
wasn't
let
much
them know
people
about me. That's the best
interested in watching. But I get a lot of people asking if I'll
What do you know about
some
the
RPG
voodoo
games in the
murders?
future.
way. Shh. They'll hear you.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish
Oh.
old woman.
It's
But
just
I know
capturing
the
people's
things they do.
attentions.
My family's been in New Orleans
my
since
channel, because me and my
1750.
boyfriend combined
I
his
know
channel
more
together
than
into
most.
one.
Voodoo people are
That's how I
all
got
over
started.
the city,
I was
in
streaming
the shops,
RPGs and MMOs,
everywhere.
and I
They'll curse
had
you
a
like that.
decent
And
following
most people
for it.
don't even
And then
notice.
the stupid
Spit on
DMCA
your
stuff
bread
came
at
up,
the
and
bakery.
that
Take
channel
strands of your hair at the store when you
I
try on
had
the
to remove
clothes.
it before I got my
You have
third
been
strike,
so
because I had 2 strikes for 2
But
old
I
RPG
know
games
their ways,
that were
so I can
PlayStation
protect
games,
myself.
and they used music.
I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
But what else do we want?
Tell me more about voodoo in New Orleans.
But yeah, people are like,
It's
can you
just
play some
plain
RPG
evil.
games? I want to watch you play some
dangerous to
RPG
even
games. It's like, I
discuss
don't
it.
get a big following. They get asked to play like
Tell me
WoW
more about
and,
voodoo in New Orleans.
some other
just
MMOs
plain
too.
evil.
So
It's dangerous to even discuss it.
I don't know.
It's just
What do you...
Okay, I think we're done. I can't. Oh, there it is.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound four.
well.
Unless I can pick like
never
days.
seen it.
Ow,
I
God.
wouldn't go near it if you
Stupid
paid me.
nails. Gotta
But
keep
it's
them.
here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I
Cut 'em
hear
down
the
so low or
drums
snag
at
'em on
night, oh
something.
yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house.
Well, it's an
You
evil
know,
voodoo
evil
ritual
influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
How'd you lose your,
I feel so much better now.
we got 40, what? 43. Oh, we should have an impression. Where did, okay. Oh, right, there we go.
Well, madame, I must be gone.
Of course, Father. I know
Oh,
how
like what?
busy
That-
you must be tending your...
Yeah, tending my flock, yeah.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Alright, so we gotta go back to Granny's house. That smells good. Where is Granny's house? I got him moving a little fast, but everything else should be like, decent. I couldn't deal with the slow walking
My
like everybody
precious
else
boy.
does.
How wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Yeah, see how that would be how slow he walks. I can't.
Nice weather.
Oh, Gabriel, please. It's been just awful. Muggiest summer of my life.
Are you okay, Gran?
I'm right as rain, boy.
Is there anything you need?
Me? Oh, no.
So sorry, I went to
I'm
the
just
toilet.
fine.
Oh,
Gabriel. I have more than enough of everything.
I don't know what the last thing I said
Are you
was
okay,
that you
Gran?
heard.
I'm right as rain, boy.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy.
I was just saying,
How
one
can
of
I
the
help?
reasons that I move them so fast is they move so slow. Yeah, so.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Gabriel, my goodness. What are you up to these days?
Nothing, Gran, really.
You better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
I know, Gran. It's okay. Do you know any...
I don't believe in such things, Gabriel. But if there is one, you stay away from it.
Yes, Gran.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know any...
I don't believe...
Yes. Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
Marie Laveau. Of course! She was that voodoo woman, wasn't she? She preyed on people's fears and superstitions is what I think. There are always those willing to take other people's money for nothing. You stay away from people like that, Gabriel.
Yes.
Yes, Gran. What can you tell me?
I don't know what else to tell
Dear.
What do you know?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
What can you...
I don't...
What do you...
Oh, Gabriel.
Okay.
What can you tell me of...
My goodness, boy. You've lived here all your life.
Okay, we already talked about that.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? What kind of snakes, dear?
I don't know. Local kinds?
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl, but I haven't heard of one being sighted for years. Milk snakes and garter snakes are also around these parts, but they can't hurt you.
Thanks, Gran. Do you know any...
I don't know what else.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? I remember when I was a girl, we always had a St. John's Eve Mass. The Mass was said at midnight, and we held candles. One time on the way home, we were waylaid by a large group of drunken revelers. They didn't hurt us, but I was frightened. My father was furious. We never went to St. John's Eve Mass after that.
What can...
I haven't celebrated it in years, Gabriel. Well, I'm sure there's still Mass in the more traditional churches, but I don't go.
What can...
I haven't...
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty. I swear my mind is going.
It's okay, thanks. Do you have... It's okay. Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know what else.
And do you know any...
I don't believe in such...
Yes, do you know anything about animal masks?
Why, no, dear. Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran. Do you...
Why, no.
Never mind.
Never mind, Graham.
Do you know anything about Veves?
What, dear?
Never mind.
Veves.
Do you know...
What?
Never... Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Is that something new?
I don't think so.
I don't know much about any kind of voodoo, Gabriel.
Do you know...
No, dear.
No, dear.
Have you ever heard...
I don't know what else.
Tell me about...
What more?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Oh.
Tell me...
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He worked his way through school, met and married me.
Okay, yeah, same thing.
Tell me about...
Your father was my only child. Philip suffered from terrible...
Okay.
Do you know anything else about Hans Ritter?
I've told you all I know.
Tell me about...
When Philip met your mother, it was love and you have...
Tell me about...
What more?
Oh no, we already did that. Go
Oh,
away.
Tell me,
Your granddad supported me and your father with...
Okay.
tell me,
Oh,
What more?
come on. I don't want that
Oh, no.
again.
Oh.
Going through
Tell me
here.
Harrison was only 36.
I'm sorry.
I...
Tell me,
Did you know that your granddad was a poet?
Yeah, he wrote poetry. Yeah.
tell me,
I don't know what...
tell me about.
I wanted to just lay down and die. The police say your father...
Yeah, he was having hand things.
Tell me,
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
tell me about.
He always hated it that it was Margaret's money. I
Okay,
kept
now.
telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or two.
Tell me,
I don't know what...
tell me about.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when
Yeah,
your father...
yeah, rich family.
Beautiful.
Yep, yep.
Tell me,
Your mother's family refused to give her...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heard that
Tell me-
before.
The Templetons are all gone.
Yeah.
tell me.
I don't know...
Do you know?
I've-
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany. I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Do you know any?
I don't know what...
You know, you
Oh.
get prettier every time I see you.
What the heck are you doing?
Oh, you...
What is going on?
Have you baked it?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up half a dozen.
Hmm. So we asked that.
Hello?
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
So we want to go back on here, and then we're gonna go to Napoleon House.
Hey!
Talk to these people.
What's up?
Buddy, I think the place you're looking for is down on Bourbon.
What's up?
Buddy,
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Buzz off.
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not that chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you bastard, you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
Ah, you're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying to be with my lady here, pal.
Far be it from me to stand in the way of romance. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my sign?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it. Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life. Tell me about the...
Don't know what else I could say.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. when they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
What can you...
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time.
What?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath. What can you tell...
That's about all I can say.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never heard of it.
Do you know anything...
Black voodoo? Nah. I prefer not to think about that kind of stuff personally. Crime, perversion, weirdos. Just makes me depressed.
Do you know...
Black voodoo?
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Do you know anything...
Come Mardi Gras.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Are you kidding? Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone in his right mind would want one. Can you tell...
Are you kidding?
Well, if... Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Who has that?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Have you ever heard...
There's a voodoo museum in town. They'd know more about it than I do.
Have you...
There's...
Does the phrase Cabri sans corps mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh. Then I probably don't know anything about it.
The goat with no horns.
Does the...
Never heard.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
All I know is it's some kind of voodoo holiday.
All right.
What's the significance of St.
Don't keep
John's
doing that.
Eve?
People who believe in that stuff think it's a real special night. Magical.
What's the...
People who believe...
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about them?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
Do you know...
I told you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
What can you tell me?
This city must get 1 million tourists a year, especially around Mardi Gras.
What can you tell me?
A lot of people come here 'cause they think it's mysterious. All that talk about voodoo.
What can you tell me?
You should probably find a book on the subject, you know.
What can you...
You should...
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
What do you know?
They say a lot of voodoo stuff is found near the bodies.
What do you...
Everybody's talking about them. It's starting to scare off the tourists.
What do you...
Everybody's...
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House. That guy Sam, the chess player, oh, he's really into voodoo. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Great, thanks. What can you...
I'm no expert. You might...
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl, and, sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
So what?
That's about all I can remember.
And then we use the gambling oil on Sam.
So, having a good game?
I'm concentrating.
Fine. All right. Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well, this isn't a good game. This is torture.
Oh, well. Have fun. What do you guys do when you're not playing chess?
I used to be a jeweler. Marcus here was a butcher. Come to think of it, he still is. Now we just sit here and play chess all day. Actually, Marcus plays. I just sit here and let him win.
You come here a lot, don't you?
Every ever-loving day of my life for 20 years.
Nothing like a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So, fine. So, fine. All right. Hi. How's it going?
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
Hi.
Could you...
Hello there.
Excuse me? I was talking to the lady.
And she was listening raptly, I'm sure.
Nope, she was not listening at all.
Bastard.
You're a sore loser, Sam.
Nope, you're sore, man. Nothing. What? Nothing, okay. Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Let's see what kind of ads we got. Game of Thrones. The app game. Totally. What you doing there? Box. Brick box or whatever. New formula for all your formula needs. Power you use stuff. An ad for another minute. Nothing. Alright, guys. We're almost done here in about 30 seconds. What? Shads? No, I don't like shads. No. Don't.
Okay.
Clarence? 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 Yeah.
I'm also.
There, the muscle is made. Alright guys, we're back.
Hello there.
Excuse me? I was talking to the lady.
And she was listening raptly, I'm sure.
Alright, so now we want to use a gambling oil.
The small...
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Hey, ma'am. How you doing? Doing alright?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Can't wait until
Come
this
on,
call.
I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth.
Oh, the Call of Dragons is done. Even though it was fun, I'm ready for us to get on to grab tab.
Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Aww. Hey, man.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
That's where you point your
Nice
fingers.
game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do. Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this bot too long to know much about anything.
Okay. What about this thing then?
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
We're at 49, so now we can exit. We found out what, that French word was.
Late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
I'll call that number from yesterday, too. Oh yeah, it's really late. We're on day 4. But she's mad. Uh-oh.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me. I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Oh god, I don't want to know.
Oh, I could show you around a little, It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Oh god, please no scenes. No scenes. Day 4. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears. Crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. Nope. Oh, she left. So she stayed the night pretty much? We are on day 4. Most of this is just gonna be not a word? Okay.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something.
I think I
I
went
checked the
to
microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Yeah, she don't wanna deal with you. But the other one, I don't know. They're gonna be adding a ton more, but I don't know. I really had fun with the Goblin Wood one. Goblin Woods or something, whatever it's called. So that one was pretty fun. But I'm almost, with helping my friend with his sponsorship, I'm almost to $10, and they added Roblox cards to like the reward cards. And my daughter always asks for money for Roblox. So and like 50,000 points is like a $50 Roblox gift card. I mean, they have more than... They've got like Visa gift cards. I think there's like a Target $50 gift card on there. So there's like the points, you get some okay gift cards. Where is that thing she just gave me?
It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810. The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square.
That will
it
help.
includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body.
Well, she wants some... have you looked at the gift cards on there?
Reconstructed VV.
Heckin' Roblox. Hey, I play Roblox with my daughter too. I don't buy anything. Nuh-uh. Well, you should look at them. Might be some cards in there that you want. I'm almost at like 10,000 points. Like I said, I'm like maybe 2,000 points away or whatever. Well, this way, if you do, just say, you know, earn some points toward the sponsorships. That's money you don't have to worry about, pretty much.
This is the first...
Anonymous Senpai. Okay, hold on. Let's read the, newspaper.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
Can we go back here?
If Gabriel took that down...
Oh. Can I go in here? Because I want to try to call that number. He reads his horoscope every day.
Allô? Qu'est-ce là?
What?
Gabriel?
Gabriel? Je sais pas. Qu'est-ce?
Wrong number. Trompé. En erreur, whatever.
Quel
idiot. You idiot. Okay, so that number didn't give us the link to that thing.
Gabriel...
Whatever. Get out here. Let us talk to her. Maybe she has something new.
Got a minute? Could you
Sure. What?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
Do you have message?
Nope.
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you.
Oh.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Now, what are you getting yourself into?
Nothing you need to know about. Do you?
I know there are dark forms of any major religion. Where there's a yin, there's a yang.
Speaking of yin and yang...
But no, I don't know anything really about voodoo, dark or otherwise. Sorry.
Are you sure you...
I don't.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not gonna try to find this voodoo group yourself, are you?
Would I do that?
Yes.
You're
No. No, I don't. But if it exists, I wish you'd stay away from it.
Are you sure you don't know?
I told...
If you tell her you know what it means now. Guess not.
What do
I know you shouldn't be messing with it, and I know you will anyway.
Do you know?
I've told you all I know.
Do you know?
I told you nothing.
Do you know any?
I told you nothing. I hope you don't think this subject is erotic. It's not.
Okay. I didn't think it was.
What can you tell?
I told you.
Can't ask her anymore. What? Is there somebody literally standing at my window?
That doesn't...
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure...
Okay, well why are they standing there?
See you later.
Uh-huh.
Why is that guy standing outside our window? I guess it only happens every new day. You see this image?
Sam, my
Yeah.
man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Yeah, because I gave you that stuff now.
Can I ask you some...
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I
So, how do you...
couldn't be better.
So...
Couldn't be...
Alright, so we're done in here. We want to go to Jackson Square Overlook. Hey, is that our buddy here? He's talking to the drummer.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
Alright. Oh wait, there's that lady there. That's the other thing. I wish the Nancy Drew games weren't like 20 bucks a piece. Oh, he's not here. He's up there. Okay. Are you gonna talk to me now or no?
The drummer is busy.
Hmm? Maybe she talked to me again, or...
Gabriel should get her attention first.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Margagetti, or you shall pay with your life.
What the hell is going on?
No boy. Save, I haven't saved in a minute.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm praying. Leave me alone.
Why are you praying?
I'm praying for my life, man.
You look pretty sick. Shouldn't you be in a hospital?
Hospital wouldn't do nothing. Leave me alone.
You look pretty sick. I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm too sick. Just go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You're so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away.
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Forget it, man. It's not worth my breath.
Come on.
I'm too sick to...
Alright, fine. Well, you don't want to answer me, then...
Do you recognize this?
Where'd you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know something about it?
Look at this. Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their sign. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake. Right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now, do you believe that I know something about these people?
Yeah. You know about them, I guess.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll talk to you a little. I'll make it fast.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I never heard of that.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? What the hell is that? Voodoo's voodoo, man.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I never heard of that.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No! Leave me alone about that shit.
What do you mean? You've seen them, haven't you?
Not me! Leave me alone!
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hanfour in New Orleans.
Oh, man. Shut up about that shit. Can't you see I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know her. Honest.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
I never heard of that.
I never heard. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Nothing. Leave me alone.
What?
Nothing.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Dambala.
Okay, calm down. Do you know... Okay. What can you tell me?
Man. Can't you see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid questions.
What?
Man.
I want to know about the voodoo murders.
You're on the right track. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna risk my life by talking about it, man.
I want to know...
You're on the right track.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look, just take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Just do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Come on.
I told you, man. Leave me alone. Can't you see I'm dying?
Come on. I saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Shit.
He probably cursed.
Again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay. But you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay. Okay. I was sending a message, man. They have these rotter drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything.
Well, I mean, voodoo stuff, I don't know.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hanfour in New Orleans.
All right. There's this is an underground cartel in New Orleans. A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean, everything. Bought or sold. They have their fingers in the legit world, too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a Hound 4. That's their headquarters. I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
They probably poisoned him with something.
Hey, are you alright?
Someone, I need help.
The eyes of the snake. Dambala.
Oh, what snake? Crash!
Crash spasms twice more, then dies as Gabriel wanted.
Oh, God. Poor bastard.
Oh my lord.
There's no point in doing that with...
Can I close his eyes or something?
Moving the body. Moving... There's no... There's...
Snake tattoo.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Yeah, it's bad juju for sure. They probably poisoned him with something. Alright, we talked to everybody but 2 people, because we still have 2 tapes here. We got his snake.
The tracing is of a snake tattoo from Crash's chest.
It's a poison tattoo, probably. I think Grace might be in trouble.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
I mean, should be. Yeah, you stay safe.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Me neither.
Where'd Wolf go?
Yes.
Gaming?
Come.
He's doing some stuff. Oh, she said you need to hide your food. You said you're Aiden. Thank you, Lamb. Day 5. The road was blocked, the truth was shunned, the white flag had been waved. Travelers cost me all I had and everything I'd brave. I wonder if it's the one writing that. See, it's still that guy is still at the window, man. He's gonna screw off.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up?
You got another package this morning. FedEx from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Right here.
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang in a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it. St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you... You did? Wait, slow down. The Aigris? Really? You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel? A goon badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay. 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 Look, I'll come over as soon as I can. Okay. Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay. Thanks. See you.
Give yourself a heart attack.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe. And I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Nothing. I'll be careful, I promise.
Don't tell her stuff. Whatever.
Got a minute, Grace?
Sure.
Could you research rhododrums for me?
Rhododrums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a rhododrum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Do you have
Nope.
Do you know anything about rhododrums?
Not personally, but I'll try to get something on it for you, like you asked.
Thank you, Grace.
Does Ogun Badaikri mean anything to you?
No. Sorry.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
Ooh. No. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Something. Oh yeah, I know where I heard Dumbala from. Got her to research that for us. Let's read the...
Times Picayune, dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we read the newspaper. Now we need to read.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigations into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seemed. The second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He found the name of one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey's son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Dear Father, after these final words, as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. Woman I wrote of below was the witch I sought. I have committed terrible crimes. I love this witch, then betrayed her, and then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. Min is gone. Who took it? I can but pray for thy forgiveness, for thy swift recovery of the talisman, and that my punishment in hell be long and bitter. Undeserving son, Gunther?
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads about Gunther.
Oh, bad.
Okay.
Halsey's son of a bitch.
We wanted to read what? And some letter.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you, Uncle Wolfgang.
This guy still will not get out my window.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
No, I figured I'd still try.
I'm going out.
Uh-huh.
We need to go to the... Where is it? I think it's here. We gotta go to the university.
Hey, Hot Ridge, what's the good word? Hot Ridge?
Oh, he's dead.
Ah! Oh, God, not again.
Oh gosh, another dead person. What the heck happened to him?
I'm not touching that body. I'm not.
Of course you're not.
These notes look interesting.
Okay, we definitely need to save the game, it says now.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on notepad paper.
Right, we need the tribe, the people, Republic of Dambala.
Hartridge's...
Let's get out of here.
Gabriel,
well, let's just go then.
Gabriel,
oh my gosh.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
And we need to go to the... Oh, what the heck?
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Gabriel cannot take that. Gabriel can...
Oh, how do I operate this silly thing? Oh my gosh.
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, that's how it is in real life. We want to go back to our bookstore.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
We need that sparkly stuff she picked off her face.
Looks like the python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the new scale that we've got in our possession. Oh.
Gabriel magnifies the snake scales
It's the
from
same
the Voodoo
snake.
Museum's python, hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. He places the two scales together. Gabriel magnifies the two scales. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match.
Okay. Remember, dude needs to get out of my shop. Get out my window.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
We need to go to our cemetery.
Excuse me, sir?
You got something to say, son?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
I don't know what you talking.
He never knows what I'm talking about.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? I seen lots of voodoo markings in this cemetery. I seen graves dug up and stuff you don't want to know about stolen from them. But voodoo, black voodoo, sounds like a devil of a distinction, you ask me.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
I don't know what you...
I doesn't know that either.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo Hanfour?
I don't know what you...
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you...
You don't know nothing. Okay, gotta get my sketchbook out.
Let me get these new marks down.
The second message made from the voodoo crosses is on the wall.
So, we need to go into my book.
This is the last...
Wait,
Gabriel checks the two messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols, except for 3.
So can I look at them?
It's Gabriel sketched a new series of crosses from the Laveau.
Okay, whatever. I was hoping we get more.
It's a piece of brick.
Well, can I pick it up, man?
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
EJ brain. Where's the I in here? Where's the I? Keep eyes on Gabriel. something. But do not harm? Hurt. Oh, hurt. So that's a T. U. Y. Where's the I, though? I don't see an I on here. Maybe it's left. Whatever. Because that should be eyes. Did keep eyes on Gabe. That means Gabriel, but Gabriel Knight. But do not I just don't see. Do not hurt. Harm? Oh, harm. Do not harm. Hair from your head, too. I bet that would drive the camera. Where is Spring? Spring? How do I do that? I can't. Oh, whatever. DJ. Oh, hold on. DJ to night bring. Oh, okay, so DJ ERING SEAE. Where's the Y now? Where's the Y? I need the Y. Y. What? No. Shush. Where's the M? Oh no, M was on the... M. Stop it! M. A. D. O. U. Where's L? L and E.
Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the brick down. Now, if only DJ reads it in time.
Yeah, maybe if only DJ reads it in time. She's not there anymore, so... Already did that part previously. We need to go to the police station. Oh, yep, they're everywhere. They're the spies.
That doesn't work that way.
Well, I'm about to make it that way.
Gabriel can't do anything with it. Gabriel can't...
Now these guys are everywhere. They're spies.
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, what is it, you wanker? Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
So we need to get the notes.
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
The case is closed, Gabriel.
Well, I guess you won't need...
I have this newspaper clipping from 1810 about a pattern.
The case is closed, Gabriel.
Can I ask you about some... You're the... Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Oh, come on. Someone's pulling your leg, Knight.
Are you sure?
There's nothing secret about voodoo in New Orleans. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
Yeah.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
And you're not.
What can you...
I told you, don't...
What do you know?
The case is closed.
What can you... Do you know anything...
The only thing I know about Snake...
I don't like him.
What can you tell...
I don't know much except what...
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans coeur means?
Hell no.
True enough. Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I told...
I don't even know her.
Do you know...
I told...
Let's drop it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? You mean like those Halloween masks they sometimes use in robberies?
I don't think so. More like real animals.
Never ran across anything like that.
Steve, where are we calling Steve? Sorry. I don't know what you want to call Steve.
Do you know anything about veves?
What?
Veves.
We'll call Mosley Steve
They're
now.
ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found
Mosley's
around
called
the body.
Steve now.
You know what the department says about that, Knight? That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
They are relevant. They were at the Mercy, you weirdo.
Do you know...
I told...
Have you ever heard of Dumbala?
You mean gumbo?
Yeah,
no,
gumbo.
I mean Dumbala.
Never heard of it.
Means you're dumb.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Say what?
Ogun Badagri. It's a voodoo loa.
Speak English or shut up, Knight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. Guess I'll take that as a no.
Dumbala. I am something. I remember where I heard Dumbala before. Yeah, I know, we got ads. It's a fantastical feeling. I got the next game we're playing after this one's over, so... Don't say it loud. Twitch may give you some ads.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Sounds like a put-on to me.
Do you know...
Black.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
No.
They're these African drums, and they're being used all over the French Quarter to send messages for the voodoo cartel.
Yeah, right. When them drums announce a blue light special at OK Mart, let me know.
Do you know any...
Stop with
What's the status on the Voodoo Murders case?
the case. What case? I told you, the Voodoo Murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're
Welcome
part
back,
of
guys.
us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Look, next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks. What's the status?
I told you.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? Guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, eh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said.
Crash said? Did he mention pink elephants, too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No. Actually, I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy. Standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report. But it won't happen. I know these guys. Lock them up overnight, and they tend to overdo it the next day.
Your professionalism is astonishing. There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ, you're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the Voodoo Murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's onto something big. And when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered. And by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. If I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut. Not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Let's do it.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match.
Gotta
of the
prove,
voodoo
open the
murders,
case.
right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? That they are a threat?
Sure. If there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Alright, so we need to give him... Where's the baby?
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? And what about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
This is interesting if true. But how do you know he had the right pattern?
Where's my drawing?
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
With my unfettered demonic
might,
we will rule the world!
Your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So that's what Hartridge used, huh? I guess his analysis is on target then. Okay, the murders were committed by a legitimate voodoo cult. You proved your point.
Now we need to use our scale on him. Oh dear.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales, and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. Certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. If we can tie them into this voodoo cult, we just might have something. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up this office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
And you don't want to step on a few toes.
Now, lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, don't be another dead person.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Oh gosh, not her again.
Dang!
And she ain't gonna give you time of day, man. Nightmare again. Day 6. And then the night became as day, as I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into the mall. Oh my freaking gosh. This is awesome.
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel?
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in back. It's okay.
Okay. Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
But Gabriel...
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
It's gonna be fine. Now go on.
Later.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Ugh. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Alright, let's look at that book. Summon warning?
The book contains several pages of Rada drum codes.
Engage, request, inquire.
The book There is not...
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Times Picayune, dated the 23rd of June, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Gabriel doesn't need any...
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back. It's just an envelope.
I can see that.
It's just an envelope.
Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am, at least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
The note is signed, Detective Mosley. The
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say.
Oh yeah.
I guess
Are
you're
you
going
watching
with
it?
Maya.
Where are you watching it, on the phone
yeah.
or?
That's right.
And why should I help you out? We don't even like Maya.
Yeah, I can see you.
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
Yeah,
You know
I
that's
wouldn't.
not it. I just think as your friend,
Yeah,
that's just trouble.
If you're watching through the
probably
app, I suggest watching
I
through
know you have certain feelings
not
for
the
me.
mobile one, but
Quite
watching through
naturally.
like a regular.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard.
Browser
having
and
it in your face
then
like this.
log
No
in and then
chance
do
to
the
avoid hearing
desktop
about it,
view.
seeing it day
Because their
by
app
day.
sucks.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
No. Yeah, their app sucks. I don't.
What did I say?
What you just said.
All right, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up?
One more remark, and I'm leaving.
Okay, okay.
Done. It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Oh my gosh. Ah, you were just something else, man. Done talking to Grace.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie said to go home. Now we need to talk to this guy here.
The vineyard vendor is unlikely to have information that Gabriel needs. The vineyard vendor.
Alright, well, I guess we'll
Hello.
be,
What
I don't
can
know.
I do
we'll
for you,
pick
sir?
the other game next time, guys. Well, it's gonna be maybe an hour left. So.
Or, you know, you can do that and spin another game, but I'm tired.
Okay.
So, I can't do it.
Oh, nothing.
You're the boss.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, this overtime and then.
Alright, guys, let's go raid out. Well, actually, let's save, actually. And then we'll go into our next game next time. Let's see who to raid out to. Yeah, Short is tired. He didn't get a lot of sleep. We got some Cthulhu we could go watch. If this is legit the right one. Hold on. Oh, we got some Xenogears or Cthulhu. What? She's not one. Nobody's watching her right now. I think we'll go raid, yeah, we're gonna raid Gothic Neko-chan. Oh, you wanna do that? Alright, wanna do some Cthulhu? I said cancel, man. Okay. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, boy. Okay, it's just she's got nobody watching her, or I would raid. Okay, and invalid username. Oh my god. Alright, guys. Waiting for the right thing. But yeah, we'll finish this up tomorrow, guys. See ya over there. You just started.